Hello students, how are you all? I'm hoping that you all are fine and doing well. So yes, today we are going to continue our chapter 10, that is respiration in organisms. So yes, in this chapter we have already discussed about what do you mean by respiration, internal and external respiration, and aerobic and anaerobic respiration. So yes, anaerobic respirations are those type of respiration in which no oxygen is being used. Aerobic respiration is those respiration in which oxygen is used. So now we are going to discuss the next topic of this chapter, that is anaerobic respiration in muscles. So yes, muscles are the part of our body only. So it should respire aerobically. As we respire aerobically, we consume oxygens during the respiration. Then why we are telling that he anaerobic respiration in muscles? Actually, not always muscle can respire through aerobic respirations only. Okay, it can respire through anaerobic respiration also in special conditions like during heavy exercise, during heavy workout, during running, during fast brisk walking. So yes, in all those conditions, our body required more energy for performing all those activities very smoothly, and for more energy, more food has to be broken. So at that time, oxygen level may decrease in our body and we have to respire anaerobically to fulfill the energy requirement in those circumstances. So at that particular time, our muscles respire through anaerobic respiration. Okay, so what is happening in muscles during anaerobic respirations? So basically glucose, which is the food of our body, will undergoes anaerobic respiration in muscles to produce lactic acid plus energy. So yes, to produce lactic acid plus energy. So yes, basically energy will get used by our body for doing all those exercises, heavy running, brisk walking. So yes, this energy is being utilized in that particular case. And what is happening with this lactic acid? As our body is respiring through aerobic respiration, which is the common process which is going on in our body. But अगर क्या होगा कि अगर lactic acid बनेगा in anaerobic conditions, so this lactic acid accumulate in the different parts of the body and we feel muscle cramps. आप लोगों ने सुना होगा, बड़े लोग बोलते हैं, कभी कभी आपको भी एकदम से मोच आ जाती है, एकदम से बड़ा क्रैम्प आ जाता है, आपके पैर दर्द होने लग जाता है, या कोई मसल, हम कहते हैं ना नस पे नस चढ़ जाना एक कॉमन लैंग्वेज में. तो यस, इस तरह से कई बार आपको फील होता है. व्हाट इज दिस? दिस इज मसल क्रैम्प. सो नाउ टू क्वेश्चन अराइजेस कि व्हाट इज मसल क्रैम्प या हाउ इट हैपन्स एंड हाउ वी कैन क्योर आवरसेल्फ फ्रॉम दिस. ठीक है. So yes, this happens because of the accumulation of the lactic acid in that particular part. क्या होता है कि heavy exercises में या heavy workout के दौरान जिस part में भी body के अंदर ऑक्सीजन या जिस part में भी body के अंदर energy requirement ज्यादा है, वहां पर ही सिर्फ एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन होगी, और जहां एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन होगी वहीं पर ही लैक्टिक एसिड प्रोड्यूस होगा और वहीं पर ही एक्यूमुलेट इकट्ठा होगा. सो यस, ऑब्वियसली दिस लैक्टिक एसिड विल एक्यूमुलेट इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया एंड वी विल फील मसल क्रैम्प्स. सो second question arises, how we can prevent ourselves or cure ourselves from this muscle cramp? By dipping that particular part in the hot water bath or by giving the massage over that particular area. या तो हम उसको मसाज दें या तो हम उसको गर्म पानी के अंदर उस एरिया को पर्टिकुलर डाल दें, then we will feel relief from the muscle cramp. How it is so? Why it is happening या how it is happening? कैसे होता है ये? Actually, we know that muscle cramps happens because of the accumulation of this lactic acid. If by any of the process we will remove this lactic acid from that particular area, then we will get relief from the cramps. So yes, actually we are trying to do the same only. When we are dipping the part where the muscle cramps has happened in a hot water bath, or by rubbing or by giving the massage on that particular area, ऑक्सीजन सप्लाई विल इंक्रीज इन दैट पर्टिकुलर एरिया. क्या होता है, उससे ऑक्सीजन का सप्लाई जो पहले नहीं हो पा रहा था, जो ब्लॉकेज हो गया था लैक्टिक एसिड की वजह से, अब क्या होगा, ऑक्सीजन की सप्लाई धीरे धीरे वो थोड़े से एक्सटेंड हो जाएंगे, वो पर्टिकुलर पार्ट थोड़ा सा लूज हो जाएगा, वहां पे ऑक्सीजन की सप्लाई होना स्टार्ट होगा. एंड व्हेन दिस ऑक्सीजन कम इन कंटेक्ट विद दिस लैक्टिक एसिड, it changes this lactic acid into CO2 and water, which is the ultimate product of the respiration. तो अल्टीमेटली क्या होता है, हमारे पास कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर बन जाता है जो अल्टीमेट प्रोडक्ट है, और अल्टीमेटली लैक्टिक एसिड जो है वो खत्म हो जाता है हमारी बॉडी से, और इसलिए हमारे पास जो है वो मसल क्रैम्प जो है वो खत्म हो जाता है, एंड वी विल गेट रिलीफ फ्रॉम द पेन ऑफ दिस मसल क्रैम्प. इज इट क्लियर? Muscle cramp occurs when muscles respire anaerobic in the spatial conditions for fulfilling the requirement of the energy, and at that time lactic acid is produced, which causes sometimes muscle cramps. We can get relief from this muscle cramp by even rubbing, or by even bathing, by keeping the part in a hot water bath, because it increases the supply of oxygen to that particular area. And this oxygen then come in contact with the lactic acid, changes this lactic acid into carbon dioxide and water, which is the ultimate product, and which do not cause any harm to the body, and we will get relief from the muscle cramp. Now I am going to show you one video regarding the same. Enjoy the video and clear your concept more and more.
Of muscle cramps?
Excess sleep.
No. Respiration is a process in which the cells of our body produce energy. Normally, our cells respire aerobically. In this process, the glucose, with the help of oxygen, is completely broken down to produce energy, water and carbon dioxide.
Is this energy then used for all our activities?
Indeed. However, during heavy exercise, our body cannot deliver enough oxygen to the cells of our muscles. Hence, in such situations, anaerobic respiration helps us to produce some energy temporarily and thus continue our work. In anaerobic respiration, the glucose is partially broken down in the absence of oxygen to produce comparatively less amount of energy and a waste product called lactic acid. Now, one of the most prominent reasons for the muscle cramps is the accumulation of this lactic acid.
Yes, students. Anaerobic respiration also takes place, also performed by roundworms and flatworms, which are present in the alimentary canal of our body. Because oxygen do not reach till the alimentary canal, so roundworm and flatworm who are living there, they respire anaerobically. Okay. Now next topic is external respiration or breathing. External respiration is which we are observing, which we are seeing around us. Okay, so yes, like this is external breathing. So yes, sometimes we are breathing through our nose, or during cold and cough time we are breathing through our mouth also. So yes, if I will close both of them together, so can I survive? I will feel uneasy, no? Because I can't respire, I will feel very uneasy, because I want oxygen, I want to respire. तो मैं फटाफट से माउथ या नोज को ओपन करूंगी, अदरवाइज आई विल डाई वेरी सून, बिकॉज बॉडी कांट survive for more than 1 or 2 minutes in the absence of the oxygen. Okay, so yes, we want respiration or we want breathing should be going on. ठीक है, तो external respiration includes inhalation, exhalation. Inhalation means taking in the air which is rich in oxygen. Exhalation means giving out of the air which is rich in carbon dioxide. So basically this includes external respiration which is going on in our body. Normally हम breathe करते ही हैं. Next हमारे पास topic आता है, that is breathing rate. So yes, breathing rate या breath means one inhalation plus one exhalation. एक इनहेलेशन और एक एक्सहेलेशन को जब हम पूरा कंप्लीट प्रोसेस कर देते हैं, दैट मीन्स अ ब्रीथ, एक सांस लेना. ठीक है. सो यस, ब्रीदिंग रेट मीन्स इट इज द नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स अ पर्सन ब्रीथ इन अ मिनट. एक मिनट में एक पर्सन कितनी बार सांस लेता है. ठीक है, उसको हम उसका ब्रीदिंग रेट बोलते हैं. जनरली इट इज 10 to 15 times or 15 to 20 times in a normal person, but it can increase up to 25 times during heavy exercises. Why it is so? Why? मैंने अभी आपको बताया, because during heavy exercises our body need more oxygen, and this this energy will be provided by the oxygen we are taking in. This oxygen will break down the food and ultimately gives us energy for performing any of the activity. So yes, that's why we breathe faster, not only faster but deeper too. फास्ट तो लेते ही हैं, टाइम्स तो इंक्रीज करता है. ब्रीदिंग का जो ड्यूरेशन है वो भी बढ़ जाता है. जैसे डीप ब्रीथ लेते हैं हम लोग, जैसे so that our body can get more and more oxygen. ठीक है. So basically our body will respire faster and deeper during the heavy exercises to fulfill the requirements of the energy at that particular time. Now one activity is present in your book in which some pictures are shown. So yes, you have to find out in which of the activity you require more energy. So yes, ये आपको find out करना है by seeing this activity. You can find out or you can see around you also. आप अपने according अपनी activities को देख सकते हो, day routine की activities, and you can find out कि in which of the activity among all the activity you required more energy and in which of the activity you required least energy. ठीक है. And during sleeping also we respire because our body required energy at that time also for doing all the internal activities of the body. But that time energy requirements are much less, so our breathing rate is also less than normal time. ठीक है. So yes, you have to see all those pictures. आप उसके बेसिस पे अपना आंसर निकाल सकते हो and you can do it by yourself only. अगर आप अपने लेवल पे भी करते हो तो it's okay for me because अभी आप बहुत बड़े हो गए हो. Let me give some example. अगर अभी मैं आपको टीच कर रही हूँ तो मुझे एनर्जी ज्यादा चाहिएगी, या मैं अपने आराम से बैठ के रीडिंग कर रही हूँ तब मुझे एनर्जी ज्यादा चाहिएगी. ऑब्वियसली वाइल टीचिंग आई वॉन्ट मोर एनर्जी. अच्छा, अगर अब मैं टीच कर रही हूँ और एक मैं चलना स्टार्ट कर देती हूँ, इन विच केस आई वॉन्ट मोर एनर्जी. Obviously walking or running time I need more energy. So yes, like this you can compare all the situations and you can yourself find out कि in which of the activity you required more energy, less energy, least energy or most energy. So yes, इस तरह से आप लोग calculate कर सकते हो. तो yes, this is about the external breathing. Yes students, now we are having our next topic, that is respiration in other organisms. Many of the organisms surviving around us, so how they respire. In this topic we are going to do this thing. First one, we are taking respiration in lower organisms. Lower organisms can include unicellular organisms. Unicellular organisms means those are made up of a single cell only. Obviously if they are having only one cell, so small they are, we are unable to see from our naked eyes. We are unable to see them from our naked eyes. So they are so small. तो इतने छोटे होने के बाद we can't expect कि they have a particular या organized respiratory system. ऐसा नहीं होता है. So actually it includes amoeba and paramecium. They respire through the process of diffusion. A question arises, what is diffusion? Probably you may know, but diffusion is the movement of the particles from their high concentration to lower concentration. It occurs either in the liquid or in the gases. So yes, how it takes place? Yeah, let us understand by taking one example. If I am burning an incense stick in one of the corner of the room, ठीक है, लाइक यहाँ पर मैंने अगरबत्ती जलाई तो क्या होगा, आफ्टर सम टाइम वी कैन फील द फ्रेग्रेंस अक्रॉस द रूम, पूरे रूम में उसका फ्रेग्रेंस हो जाता है और हम उसको ऑब्जर्व कर सकते हैं. व्हाई इट इज सो? बिकॉज वेयर आई एम बर्निंग द इंसेंस स्टिक, देयर द फ्रेग्रेंस फ्यूम्स पार्टिकल्स आर हैविंग मोर कंसंट्रेशन देन रेस्ट ऑफ द रूम. So they diffuses or they showing the movement by the process of the diffusion and spread across the room. पूरे रूम में फैल जाते हैं and that's why we can feel the fragrance after some time in complete room across the room. ठीक है, so diffusion is the movement of the particles from higher concentration to lower concentration. ठीक है, so by this process these unicellular organisms can respire. Now next we are having insects. Insects are having a little bit specialized system for the respiration. Insects means we are talking about cockroaches, grasshoppers. So yes, they are having a little bit specialized system. Trachea and spiracles. Spiracles is the part or is a tube-like structure which attach them to the outside world. And trachea is a part which is attached with the spiracles at the one end and through the body at the other end. ट्रैकिया जो है पूरी बॉडी को कनेक्ट करता है, स्पिरेकल्स बाहर वाली दुनिया से कनेक्ट करता है. सो यस, ऑक्सीजन रिच एयर एंटर्स थ्रू दिस स्पिरेकल इनटू द बॉडी ऑफ द कॉकरोचेस और ग्रासहोपर्स. Through these spiracles they enter into the trachea. From the trachea the oxygen rich air diffuses into the body, and from the body it collects carbon dioxide and enters into the trachea, and from this trachea through this spiracle it moves out from the body. स्पिरेकल से अंदर आया ऑक्सीजन, ट्रैकिया में गया, बॉडी में गया, बॉडी से कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड कलेक्ट किया, ट्रैकिया में आया, स्पिरेकल्स में आया और बाहर निकल गया. सो दैट्स हाउ रेस्पिरेशन टेक्स प्लेस इन इंसेक्ट्स. नेक्स्ट वी आर हैविंग अर्थवॉर्म्स. अर्थवॉर्म्स आर दीज लाइक ऑफ मतलब ऑर्गेनिजम्स. आपने कभी देखा होगा बारिश के दिनों में वो चिपचिपे से ऑर्गेनिजम्स होते हैं, वहां पे घरों पे रैम्प एरियाज पे आपको दिख सकते हैं. सो यस, आई पर्सनली डू नॉट लाइक देम. मतलब बहुत ही चिपचिपे, बहुत ही अजीब होते हैं. यस, तो यस, बेसिकली क्या होता है, दीज अर्थवॉर्म्स आर हैविंग मॉइस्ट एंड थिन स्किन. बिल्कुल गीले गीले से लगते हैं और बिल्कुल पतली सी इनकी स्किन होती है. एंड थ्रू देयर स्किन दे रिस्पायर. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट वी आर हैविंग फ्रॉग्स. Frogs have a ability to live either on the land also and in the water also. So इसके लिए दोनों चीजें कुछ होना चाहिए ना रिस्पायर करने के लिए. So it is having lungs for doing respiration on the land and they are having moist skin for respiration in the water. So yes, इसमें दो चीजें होती हैं. Next we are having fishes. Fishes के क्या होता है, आइज के साइड में यहाँ पे गिल्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं. These gills are having a वेरी रिच ब्लड वेसल्स. बहुत सारी ब्लड वेसल्स होती हैं. तो यस, इसमें क्या होता है, ऑब्वियसली fishes are living in the water. So yes, this water when enters into their mouth, obviously this water is having oxygen dissolved in it. So gills have a tendency to extract this oxygen from the water, enters into the gills, and from the gills it passes into the body, and from the body it is utilized. This oxygen is being utilized for breaking down of the food and then release carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide again reaches to the gills, and from the gills it enters into the water which is present in the mouth, and from the mouth it releases out again from the body of an organism or body of the fishes. So that's how respiration takes place in fishes. Mouth, water, oxygen, gills, body, carbon dioxide, gills, water throughout. So yes, this is the process which is happening in the fishes. So yes, beta, these are some examples of the organisms where respiration takes place by different means. These examples you have to learn, and by which mean they respire, this also you have to learn. Okay, so students, this is all about for today's video. Thank you so much.